So really, yeah, my body and my mind are demanding me to go get drugs.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Podcast with me. I'm your host Moon and you are watching Moonlight Guidance. Namaste. In continuation to my previous videos on the glaring issue of drug addiction, which is prevalent across all countries, irrespective of which part you are, I thought to dwell deep into it and also happen to get in touch with some expert already working in this field. Today I will be presenting to you an interview with one such gentleman who has not only been through such a phase in his own life, but also gathered himself and emerged as a better human being after battling his own issues in life. He now works relentlessly in helping such people who are into substance abuse. He is a counselor and a substance use disorder specialist based in California, USA, targeting substance abuse amongst men and women. Winning awards is just a testimony of his passion and commitment towards this cause. You can click the link here to watch the previous interviews. It's an interesting and informative series. Viewers, you may like and share this video so that it reaches to the people who are seeking this information. And if you are a new viewer here, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon for notifications. You can also help us grow through the thanks button placed below this video. So let's welcome Mikel Vaughn.
Thank you so much, Moon, for having me do this again. It's always awesome to be able to do some work with you, and yeah.
Well, thank you, Mikel. Glad to feature you on my channel. So, talking about drugs, I would like to share what I have witnessed in my life. A number of drug users would say we are not addicted. Seen a few users who would use drugs when they are less occupied in their life, say 3 to 4 months, maybe in a year, and when they are engaged in earning their living, which demands their full attention, dedication and time, they would not use drugs for the next 9 months of the year. So does the lifestyle of an individual play any role in this addiction? And what is the difference between addiction and dependency?
Regarding your question about lifestyle, I mean, yeah, just so many factors could play, could have a role in why they don't become severely addicted like other people do, right? You said, maybe some of them use for 3 months out of the year and then stop whenever, they go back to work, and then for 9 months straight, they don't use drugs at all. And, DNA and biology, genes can play a role. Also, just the way they're brought up can cause a role or play a role. Yeah, I think if anything, it's gonna be the way they were conditioned and raised, and also just their interests. Like they might like drug, but they like success, material success better than drugs. I think that's what that sounds like to me. It also depends on what substances they're using. There's binge drinkers, people who don't drink every day out of the year, but they go on, they call them benders, for 3 months they'll drink all day every day. And then they'll stop and they won't drink for, a year or something like that, and then they'll drink all day every day for 3 months again, and even go to the hospital and then stop. And those people are still considered alcoholics, believe it or not. Well, they're considered a certain type of alcoholic, which is called a binge drinker. But binge drinkers do die from alcoholism. If they go on a heavy enough bender, they can die. Yeah. So the difference between addiction and dependence. So dependence is mainly a physical factor, to where their body is dependent on the drug. It has become their body has become addicted to the drug. Their body is reliant on the substance to feel normal. The definition of addiction that we have over here in California, well, one of the definitions for addiction is continuing to use drugs despite the clear negative consequences of the drug use, right? So that's a full-blown drug addiction. I don't even relate drug abuse to the negative consequences, or if I do, I just don't care, right? So therefore that's different than just being physically dependent, or my body wanting, craving more drugs or alcohol. The definition of addiction over here is continued use of the substance despite negative consequences because of the substance. Also, I think another important thing to say is that the person who can use for 3 months out of the year and then quit for 9 months out of the year, he still has a choice. He can stop. He can stop when he wants. Therefore, he's not addicted. He may become somewhat dependent physically or psychologically, dependent on the substance, but the main factor is that he still has a choice to stop. The full-blown drug addict or alcoholic really has lost the power to a great extent to choose whether he or she will not drink or use. There's a line in the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous that says that they lost the power to choose whether they will drink or not. It's just become automatic and routine. It just kind of happens. You wake up, you have a craving, followed by thoughts, followed by the behavior, and it's automatic. But the one who still has more of a choice or has the willpower, it's not completely automatic. He still makes the decision to act out the behavior. But for a real addict, and I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but I'm getting a little bit more specific. So for the addict, the one who's truly addicted, the behavior is kind of like people who have OCD, right? People who have severe OCD, the behavior is automatic, meaning they have to touch the doorknob 27 times and spin in a freaking circle 8 times to the left and 8 times to the right before they feel, comfortable enough to walk outside the door. That's the kind of behavior a drug addict or an alcoholic has, the obsession of the mind. So really, my body and my mind are demanding me to go get drugs instead of me making a decision to go get drugs. Big difference, right?
So this means that till the time you have the willpower to make any conscious choice of not having drugs, you are at a better place as compared to a full-blown addict. Friends, we would like to keep this episode till here. We will continue the podcast with Mikel in our next upcoming episodes. For that, please keep the notification bell on to get the future alerts from our channel. Mikel's social media handles are mentioned in the description box below. You can comment down with any of your query or reach out to any of us in relation to this topic. Please encourage us by subscribing, liking and sharing this video. And thank you very much for your lovely donations. Namaste.